So in case we have some new faces hop on tonight, we are excited to have you. But it's really just about products and sharing information. And the answer is always in the room, and it's always with our representatives. So we are excited to get started. So before we kick anything off, we usually like to share something. So ladies, share with me right now, what is the product that is just getting you excited when you talk about your business to your customers or future customers? What's the product that you're loving right now?
Bug Guard.
Bug Guard. Oh my gosh, are they not coming out? Yeah, Bug Guard. So Mindy, what are you saying about Bug Guard? Why does it have you so excited?
Well, in our campaign 12, what's new? They have the bundle set that's coming out. That is going to be a great buy for us, and turning around and selling it to our customers.
Absolutely. And that's always the product every single year. If you are an Avon representative or even a friend, you have it on hand. So I know I have mine in my car. I actually put it in there yesterday. So that's the product that you have on hand all the time if you're an Avon representative, just because it's the thing that you need on hand. So you brought an excellent point up. Absolutely. The bundle is the best thing for you to get, and also the best earning opportunity for you too. So love that you mentioned Bug Guard, because those bugs are out.
Yes.
What other products are hot right now? Oh, do we have some shy ones tonight? Helen said hers is Skin So Soft. What has you excited about Skin So Soft right now, Helen? And she's typing in the chat box, so that's also a place where you guys can go to type too. And Kathy, my dear close friend of a coach, I am with you on the Dual Elixir. Like, I am with you, girl. It has done things. Like, I can't even tell you. It's done things. Like, it's exciting where, like, I've gotten, like, some compliments when I've been out. I'm like, yeah, the Dual Elixir. Like, it has done things to my skin. I can't give you details, but that's it. Like, it's done some stuff. So that's what I'm actually excited about, is the Dual Elixir. So I'm glad that Kathy shared that too. And Helen says that it sells great. Absolutely. And especially depending on where you live, it's a huge seller because it does so many things our Skin So Soft does. So anything else? Who haven't I heard from? Trisha, you just got on. And Melissa, what products have you excited at the present moment? Helen also says it's like people here in Memphis just love it. Well, they do. It really is an iconic product, and people use it. There's so many household reasons to actually use Skin So Soft too. Well, I will share one of my hot products that's hot on my list right now. I don't think you can see it because, of course, my selfie light's dying. That would happen on our call after I bragged about it. But I am loving the new liquid eyeshadow. It is awesome, and I have been rotating colors. There is not a color that I don't love when it comes to this. It's a product that stays on and gives me a little extra little zhuzh during the day too. Alice said, my husband told me my face was shining after the elixir. Alice, you are married to a very smart man. Good job. Good job. Absolutely. Like, it just is like lifting. It just has something to it. So I'm feeling what you're saying. We also have another product that is like just getting ready to come out. So if you know what this is, holler at me or chat in the chat box if you know what this is.
Okay.
Oh, did someone say something? Oh, no, we don't know what this is. Am I making it obvious? You tell me.
Vitamin C.
Oh my God, it's on the bottle even. That's just amazing, isn't it, Alice? Yes, it's amazing. But what's really cool,
yes, it
is. The cool part is I have two of them with me tonight, okay? I've got two of them. So this is our old one. This is our new one, okay? So we've got some stuff to talk about, right? Because when we have an old and a new, we've got stuff to talk about. So ladies, tell me, what is it about this product? Have you used it in the past? Tell me anything you know about it. I want to hear it. Anything, even if you want to tell me the bottle is orange. I want to hear what you know, what you've heard, what you felt about this product, because this is revamped and coming back out again. So what is it that you ladies hear about or think about when you think about vitamin C?
Vibrance, energy.
Yeah, I love that energy. Absolutely. It invigorates your skin a little bit. It puts some of those nourishments, that pure orange extract back into your skin. Absolutely. Has anyone on this call, oh, what'd you say, Alice?
It gives you more radiance. Makes your face brighter.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That ascorbic acid, which is that pure vitamin C, gives it to you. It's a skin brightening. Absolutely. Has anyone tried it, and what are your feelings towards it? Wow. Do we need to talk about this one? Tammy's laughing at me. Do we need to talk about this one, guys? I think we need to talk about this one just a little bit. All right, we need to talk about this. So we are like a part of a great company that does a product launch like almost once a month. We have something new or something revamped that comes out. Like we have a dedicated team of people to help us with that. So anytime we have something new, something revamped, it is a great way to intrigue people, to get them excited about a brand new product. So even though we have the old and now we have a new, okay, well, Lane, what's the difference? Why is this any more important? Well, when you take a look at these, yeah, they're two different bottles, so that's the obvious, but what else is there? They both have the power of 30 oranges in each and every single one of them. They still have that ascorbic acid, that pure vitamin C in each and every single one of them. But the difference is how you feel about it. So the old one, and this is actually, I bought this a little while ago. When I put this one on, this has more of a creamier feel to it, and it's got a little grit. I think, is that the right word? It's got a little substance to it. But when I put this new one on, this one has more of a lighter, cashmere. I feel like it soaks into my skin faster. Okay? I feel like I can put this on my skin and put the elixir or put a moisturizer on over it. Okay? And if you take both of them and feel the backs of your hands, you can feel a difference when you put it between it. Okay, so our new one is a lot lighter formula, which people who maybe aren't tuned into their skincare but want a skin brightener are going to love that lightness. Plus, there are moisturizing components in this serum versus what we didn't have last time. So that's going to be a huge product turner. Plus, I don't know if y'all checked the weather outside, but summer's happening. Right? Summer's happening. So when we're outside, we have that sun damage. So it's going to actually help with that. Plus, we've got several great products that actually go along with it. So we also have our lip treatment, which is amazing, by the way. If you haven't tried this is awesome stuff. Just using the AM and the PM. It does not have an SPF, so it's just a part of your regimen. But in the morning, your lips will be nourished and they're going to feel fabulous, along with the warming serum too. So knowing about these great product launches is a huge thing, not only for your sales, but guess what? We are a promoter or a star promoter, so we have somebody on our team. We got to talk about these. We got to share them. We got to get excited about them, because excitement sells products. Excitement gets people to be a part of it. The second part is so we kind of covered a little bit of CERM a little bit, but where do you guys go to find out about these products? As an Avon representative, where do you go? I hear Mindy mouthing Avon U.
Avon U, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great place to go. And they always have product launch things, plus anything that you want to learn on there. We learned today that there's 24 courses. So I've got some work to do in taking mine. And then there's also one more place that Avon has just popped up that they have told us they're going to be more consistent about sharing in this portal before, which is on the Avon representative Facebook page. So I don't know if you've seen the last couple ones on Elixir and then also vitamin C. I just finished watching the vitamin C one. It was amazing. And plus you get to see all the interaction with all the other representatives, which is awesome. So just some fun tidbits about that too. So, when we talk about things to get excited, we talk about product launches, and I asked, what products got you guys excited? Isn't there a time of year that's getting ready to come up that's a holiday? Yeah, Mindy's shaking her head. I know Linda's like, girl, I know it's Easter, right? It's Easter coming up. So I've got Lucinda, I've got Trisha, Helen, Mindy, Linda, and Alice. I would love for you to share just one product that you are either currently recommending to your customers or one product that you say, hey, I need to start recommending this to my customers for their Easter baskets. Because that's a huge selling point this year is all those kids' Easter baskets, and also adults get them too, right? So what would be the one product that you would recommend or are recommending to your customers right now to fill those Easter baskets?
I've sold some of the slippers, the children's slippers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Kids love slippers.
Yeah.
Great suggestion, Alice. Who's next?
I've been marketing the Ultimate Dual X Layer for both Easter and Mother's Day.
Okay. I like your Easter basket. All right.
Hey, Mindy, have you used the product yourself?
I have not. I actually, I have very sensitive skin, so I was a little paranoid about it, but I decided that I was going to start using it this weekend to see if my face breaks out.
I'll tell you, it is absolutely awesome. Just like Lane was talking about, it has made such a difference. I have really deep creases in my forehead, and I've got so many compliments in the past couple weeks to a month on just how my skin looks, like especially when I go to church, because I see those people all the time. So the comments on looking younger and, less wrinkles and things like that, I've been getting those comments. And when I put it on at night, one thing that a representative suggested to me is after you put it on, you might have a little bit of extra. So I put it, because I have really wrinkly hands. So I put it on not only of course, my neck, my elbows, but I put it on the back, the extra on the back of my hands. And what a difference it has made in the wrinkles in my hands.
No kidding.
No, so I'm already on, I think I'm on my third bottle of it. Because
Tammy, I go under the neck because that is also like the first thing of aging. And I've already signed myself up later in life. I won't be afraid to get that, make me look a little, I'll tuck the goozle. Get a little, look, whatever it takes.
It is awesome.
Helen is mentioning our wonderful new fragrance, Honey Blossom. Oh my gosh, what a sweet, sweet smell. I love that too. So think about that. What are you going to help your customers fill their Easter baskets with? We've got a ton of products, whether it's something like vitamin C with the stock up opportunity, or whether it is some kid products like Kathy recommended in the chat box. Maybe it's Honey Blossom, maybe it's the kids' slippers. So think about that because it's all about driving some sales, and you've got to recommend them too as well. So tonight we are also going to cover a quick intro to some incentives because we know you have the way of looking them up on your own, but it's always fun to talk about them. And then we're also going to talk about branding yourself. And we'll get into a little bit of what that means. But I would be doing you some disservice if I did not mention something super cool that just happened. So if you like a free gift when you purchase or you do anything, then this really is the ticket for you. So a free gift with any type of $30 sign up is just a hole-in-one to me. So I wanted to ask you ladies, tell me, and I thought I had my thing pulled up here, I'm sorry. Tell me, are you a first picture, middle picture, or last picture kind of girl? Which package of a free gift resonates to you the most?
First one.
Oh, Alice is the first one. And I can't see the chat box right now, so help me out, girls. Mindy, what kind of girl are you?
A glow getter.
Ooh. Oh.
Helen says the second one, a glow getter.
Mm-hmm.
What about Trisha? What do you say? Well, Tammy, Kathy, what kind of girls are you?
I am definitely the better than basics because my love is love at first lash. That is the best mascara out there. I sell it to everybody, including my family members, my kids. There's nothing that can beat it. Of course, our Glimmer Sticks I've wore probably since they come out. Like when I was 16, if they had them back there, I was wearing them. And then the Dual Elixir, of course, is my favorite skincare product. And then you have to love our lipstick. So definitely the first one.
Absolutely. Kathy, what kind of girl are you?
I think I'm going to have to agree with Tammy. Better than basics.
Well, do you want to know what kind of girl I am?
Yes.
I am a slash between I'm a glow getter and a BFF. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to be that girl that sits there for 10 minutes analyzing each and every single product to figure out which am I getting more with and which I would like the best. And at the end of the day, I'm probably, after spending 20 minutes, maybe even 10 looking at it, I'm going to be a glow getter. Okay. Because the cool part is I can see what those products are and I feel like I know what they would do for me before trying them. So that's kind of how I would get. So ladies, we are all Avon enthusiasts on this call. So tell me, how do you feel about the verbiage when you hear sign up for $30 and get and choose a free gift? What is that? How does that resonate with you? Do we like it? Do we like the verbiage? Could it be better?
I like it's called a glamour gig.
I know, I love that. Glamour gig. That is, I like that. Sign me up, right? Well, what about, how are your feelings on no more representative starter kits? I said it.
I've talked to a couple of people and they know about the traditional sense of getting a kit. And I don't know that I think that they feel like they're not getting, it's not really, they're not in business or they're not going to be in business. So we've got to find a way to overcome that.
That's a great point. So what did you say back to them?
Well, I just let them know that I can help get them the things that they feel that they need, like more brochures, or point them to where the tools are that they can download and print off themselves. I think it's just a tangible having something in their hands, but I did let them know that they could pick their favorite of the three and share those products with their customers. So we've got one that's on the fence and the other one who's, I don't know, she's just going to have to figure it out, when her timing is, but that is something that we need to be prepared for.
So what I heard you say is it's as far as helping someone get started. Yeah, the products are great. That's cool. But it doesn't really feel like a business.
Right.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
So in that, with that being said, because I think there's some great points to that, because, well, where do they jot down their orders from? Where's my welcome of all of the earnings and, leadership earnings and all of that good stuff, and the cool part is, it's really on youravon.com.
Mm-hmm.
All of it's there for us. Mm-hmm. So when I think about this and running through it with some of the leaders that I have, and, most of us on here are promoters, star promoters are not quite there yet, but that's when we reach out to our mentor as far as for some help, because as far as we're looking around the room tonight, isn't each one of our businesses different?
Mm-hmm.
So why should their onboarding be the same?
Mm-hmm.
So
good point.
What would it look like if we found out what every single representative on our team wanted, or what every friend that we knew could use, and resonate with what it is that they need? Do they just need a discount? Do they really need to earn some money? Do they see themselves doing this face-to-face? Do they see themselves doing this online? There's a lot of questions for us to ask. And with Avon's new sign-up opportunity and the free gift, it puts products in their hands that they're going to want to try immediately and that are going to get used quicker, hopefully, than a big bottle of Skin So Soft. And kind of go from there and to get people talking. So we're going to encourage each and every single one of you, to reach out to a coach that you have on this call or to your upline mentor, and let's talk about this a little bit. Let's kind of resonate. But I want to just kind of give the words to you guys tonight. $30 sign up. You get to choose a free gift with your sign up, and let's get you started in how you see yourself making this work. So that's what it's about.
See how to get started if they're not getting any books.
That's a true statement. So talk to us. They are getting books. They're getting one book per campaign.
You can't work with one book each. You've got to have books to give customers. And people I've talked to, if they're paying more money than $25 and they're not getting books, they're not interested.
Okay. So how would you tailor that conversation, Linda, to where it would be beneficial to that person that you're talking to that's wanting to sell more traditionally face-to-face?
I don't have an answer for them because they're not going to want to buy books. They're already paying more money than what they usually pay to sign up. They're not going to want to turn around and buy more books that just raised, and they're not interested.
So let me ask you, if I may, Linda, I've seen you on our calls quite a bit, and I've enjoyed you, and I like when you speak out because you always have something that's important to share because it's a fear of what you just mentioned. This is different. People don't like different. People don't like change. So the question that what you had just said to me, they're already paying more than what they'd started with. My question is how do they know what it was before?
Well, a lot of them do. They talk to other representatives, and they do know what it was before.
What's prevented them before signing up and getting their business started to be successful from now?
I don't know what it was, but a lot of them do have talked to other representatives and know. But they, like I said, I don't think it's the price as much as the fact that they're not getting any books. People think of Avon as you show a book and you take an order. That's the way it's always been.
Mm-hmm.
I've sold for 40 years, and they cannot see running the business without having brochures.
Okay, absolutely. So how do we get those brochures in their hands?
When I started, it was $30, but it's been free. It's been $10. It's been $15. It's been $20. It's been $25. It's been all prices throughout the 40 years I've sold. And so I
think we're all just calculating how many price changes we've seen in our time over the years, and you're right, absolutely, it's changed.
But they've always gotten brochures. This is the first time we don't give them brochures to work with.
Okay. Well, this is a concern. Let's talk about this. I think, Kathy, Tammy, you would agree this might be a moment that we need to spend, talking about this. So let's put it in real life because we can't change what happened on April the 3rd. But what we can change is our lingo and our verbiage and how we approach something.
Absolutely.
So, and the only thing I can really, resonate to, and I'm going to say this word, no one like shame me or anything, is when we have a short. Okay. God, it digs the fear in us. I do not want to call my customer because we are out of this product. Oh man, sometimes my fear is bigger than what the reality is. So if I take a moment and step back and take a look at it and say, what are the words that I could use in order to make this great? Now, I can look at it that way, or I can look at it in a negative way. So we know what Avon has changed, okay? And they didn't change it without doing any research. So how are we going to make this work for us? What is it we say? We know they're getting one book for the current campaign. They're getting another one for the next campaign. So we have a tool in our pocket. So when Linda signs me up tonight, okay, Linda has a tool in her pocket that she literally can say, hey, Lane, how would you feel if you made X amount of money tonight that you told me about to make your Dogs are coming in. To make your reality for a weekend vacation come true. And maybe it was $200. Lane, how would you feel about that? You know, so so sorry. So, you know, you, Linda, can really resonate on that and connect those dots. Well, you know, Linda, I really could use $200 to make that happen. So the tool that you kind of have in that pocket to help me get instant sales, you ladies know what it is?
The online brochure, probably.
I heard an online brochure in a really, really deep, quiet voice.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like, you got an online brochure. You actually have another tool in your pocket too. What you got, Alice?
Our online store,
Yeah, you got the online store.
and we have Avon U.
We've got Avon U. You can educate me. Perfect.
And
You can
That's
send
awesome.
you could send a link to your customers, the brochure.
Yeah. Can't you send a link for that daily care collection too? Because that hasn't gone anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people could I send that out to real quick? I mean, a hot deal of all those products are $20.
Yeah.
So we have to get creative in how we're going to approach this. And when I first start doing something, I'm never more excited because it's fresh. Think about the last time you did something big. Maybe it was Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, we made a list of everything we're going to go and do and buy and all this stuff. And then, you know, we kind of fizzle out as the day gets there because, oh my gosh, it's a lot of work. So we want to get in that while it's hot. Okay. So the whole name of the game is, how can you get me to make money as quickly as possible? It's not going to be in 3 to 5 business days to get brochures. How many daily care collections can I sell? How many links can I send out, whether it's text message, email, a handwritten note on a door, it doesn't matter what it is, to however many people I need to do. So the action is now. So when she's placing that order for the 10 daily care collections that she sold, maybe because she texted them out or emailed them to her friends, she can choose, how many brochures do I need to do to make this work? So we have to kind of overcome whatever it is someone's obstacle. Not necessarily having the answers, but how does she see herself making money? Why is it important to her? Hey.
And Lane, if
Yes.
I can jump in,
Please.
I know Linda very well, and I know
Yes.
exactly what she's sitting here thinking.
I have a feeling I know too.
Yeah, she's been with the company 40 years, and there is a lot of older generation that does not have computers, does not have smartphones. So my idea while you're sitting here talking is,
Please.
if you're signing someone up, what about that who do you know list? And what about, hey, you know, we may perceive someone as 80 years old, they don't have a computer, but my mother does. So we have to ask. We can't just, you know, just assume. So why couldn't we make a list of, okay, how many people do you think have computers or that you could send your online store to? Now, how many people do you know that you would have to give them a book they do not want to order online? Okay, so versus online versus how many you're going to hand out, I guarantee most of those people will want online brochures. So now you talked about pricing, right? So 50 brochures and under, the price did not change, okay? So if you could order 50 brochures, okay, in your first campaign, and then listen, you could also send out 100 brochures on your phone, or books, I'm sorry, the new word is books right now on your phone. I'm gonna show you how to do that. How exciting is that? And it's free. Let's do that right now, and I guarantee you at least 1 to 2 people will come back to you and ask you about that book that you just sent them. So it's honestly that mindset that we have and changing it, because we all have that mindset. We've been doing this a very long time. But once we change that mindset and really, because people are going to know when you're talking to them and you're saying, oh, we don't get brochures, you only get 2. Well, they're going to feel the way that you're talking. But if you're positive about it and you're using the scenario that I just used, I think they would change their mind, honestly. And I think your sales are going to blow up once you get used to sending that online book or your online store. Okay. So I just wanted to say that because I do know what Linda, I have talked to Linda about this, and I know that she has a lot of customers and does a great job serving them. And that doesn't,
and not every customer is the same. You know, not everyone fits into that mold. Hey, can I text you or email you a brochure? You know, not everybody does, but we need to be careful about how we say things because our words are powerful. Because if we perceive something as bad, somebody else will. So, you know, this can be a thing of saying, well, you know, you get the option of choosing with your first order, you know, how many brochures that it's going to fit your need for your up and coming campaign. Absolutely. You know, I'd love to help you with that. So, you know, she may not see herself just needing 10. She may see herself needing 50. So let's not limit what it is that they can do. Let's see what they can do and say, what's your next goal?
Can I say something?
Absolutely, Alice. Yes.
I had a customer, a first-time customer, call me right after I sent my order out this past time. I had laid a book in a restaurant, and she picked it up, and she called me, and she said, I want to order this, this, and this. And so I was taking the order down, and I was going to have to travel 20 miles to deliver. And I asked her, I said, do you need this real soon? And I'm not going to send it out for almost 2 weeks. And she said, no, I can wait. And I said, well, you'll get it in 3 or 4 days if you go ahead and order it off my online store. And she said, well, I didn't even see that on the back of your book. Yeah, I'll do that. And she called me the next morning and told me she went ahead and ordered.
That's awesome, Alice.
It was just the idea of her getting it real soon.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's self-service. It's done and it's delivered there. And who doesn't get excited when UPS comes? I mean, who doesn't, right? So, and that's really cool, Alice, because that kind of brings into the next thing of what Kathy was going to talk about with those fun online orders too. So, please, you know, we're gonna move on because we want to just touch kind of base with this. It's still kind of new, and we want to partner with you. Any other questions or things like that? Because I think we could talk about, you know, signing people up all night long, especially when we have as many years as we do it in the room too as well and experience. But, you know, Kathy, you know, let's talk a little bit more about what Alice said about those online orders and how we can make that extra money.
Absolutely. Well, everybody knows, you know, that Avon has incentives, and the incentives change depending on when it is in the year. So who can name some of the current incentives that Avon is offering to you right now?
Grand Fiesta.
Grand Fiesta. Okay, great. Thank you, Mindy.
Take 5.
The Take 5. The High 5, yes.
High 5.
$double.
$double. Online sales, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else?
Oh my gosh, did anyone not place their order today and hoping they're going to get $100?
Sure.
I was going to say, what about the hidden 100, right? The hidden hundreds? So we've got that. And then don't forget Jamaica, right? Everybody's eligible to win the trip to Jamaica. So when you're looking at incentives, which are the ones that you're currently working towards? Who's excited about one of them? What are you working towards right now?
Well, of course, Jamaica. Who doesn't want to go to Jamaica?
Right? All right. So who's joining Mindy in Jamaica, right?
Come on, Helen.
Fine.
You are great. Okay. Anybody else strategically trying to earn some of those incentives?
The selfie light.
The selfie light. Yes, absolutely. So if you're not quite sure about the incentives, maybe you know what campaigns they're good for, maybe you know what your goals are, maybe how you're tracking for those particular incentives. Where do you go? Where do you go to see all of that?
I go to the static reports.
You go to the static reports. Great.
Dashboard.
Dashboard. All right. So what I'm going to do is I was going to share my screen here and let you basically see another place that you can get the information on incentives. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Does this look familiar to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Right? All right. So here is, this will always change, and this will be updated as to what's going on. So here is, the vitamin C serum. Here's the honey blossom. We've talked about all of this earlier. Here's the Twice as Nice. You see this button right here that says track progress?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can track your progress here. All right. And here is some information about the Dual Elixir. So if you're on this page, okay, everybody recognizes this. I'm hoping everybody's on the 2.0. Is everybody on 2.0 right now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you scroll down all the way down to the bottom, okay, there is all of these tabs. Now, if you click on Sales Incentives, the more details, you can click right here and it's going to pull up all the incentives. Oh, it's going to make me sign in again. Bear with me here. All right, let's sign in again. And it's going to take you to all the incentives. So here is the High Five Online. Okay, so the High Five Online, it gives you the dates that it's good, which is the entire month of April. It's for all representatives. And you can earn $25 for every 5 online customers that place a $50 order or more through your online store. So how many of you have actually had some of your customers shop your online store that were eligible for you to start earning that $25? Has anybody had any customers shop their store yet?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, good. Good, good, good. So you're on your way for that $25. The Twice as Nice is on here as well. So it's campaigns 8 through 11. All representatives are eligible. You got a personalized award sales goal. So does everybody have that? Because we want you to get that selfie light that Lane was showing us. Hopefully with a good battery, right, Lane? So the selfie light and the shirt is absolutely adorable. So you want to definitely keep track of this, and you can actually use that tracker so that you know exactly where you're at for campaigns 8 through 11. Okay. Now right here it says flyer, so you can click on this and it will actually take you to the flyer, which has it's got a cute graphic to it. Let's see, where is it at? I think there it is. So everybody can take a look at that. So that's an opportunity for you to look at. All right, so let's go back here. And our next incentive is the Hidden Hundreds. So was anybody aware of this Hidden Hundreds?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
So
yes.
nobody's gotten a pink slip yet, right?
Mhm.
All right, so for the Hidden Hundreds, campaign 9 and 10, okay? So we're in 9 right now. So for all representatives and your online customers, they are hiding pink tickets. They're worth $100 each. It's random. They are going to have 10 winners per day, no limit on the order size. Okay, so it's the first week of each campaign, the first 7 days of each campaign. So definitely be looking for those pink slips. We've got right down here, we've got the double dollars online. So campaigns 2 through 17. So campaigns 2 through 17, which is RepFest, get double dollars on all your online store, purchases from your customers. You can get this fast track to President's Club. Has anybody made President's Club or close to making President's Club already this year with their double dollars? Not yet? All right. Well, there is still time to do that. And then, of course, Jamaica. So Jamaica is campaigns 1 through 26. It is a vacation to Jamaica, which is an all-inclusive trip down there to Jamaica if you reach certain sales goals. So we just got off of a webinar. But let me show you this really quick. It says track your progress. So you'll be able to track where you are for Jamaica and see how close you are. Did everybody receive their goals from Avon? Does everybody know what your sales goals need to be?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. All right. And I am going to stop sharing so I can see your faces. I couldn't see anybody's faces. So Jamaica, we just got off of a webinar, and on this webinar, there is a new way to earn, but let me go over the previous way to earn. Everybody got a sales goal, okay? So if you exceed your sales goal and have online sales, you can earn a trip to one. For one person, you can earn a trip if you have 25% of your online sales counting towards Jamaica. A trip for two is 50% of your sales goal being in online sales. Okay, so that's your trip for 1 and 2. Now they've just announced a brand new way that you can earn the trip to Jamaica. So everybody may want to write this down. So here we go. If you exceed your personal sales goal that Avon sent you by 10%, okay? So take your personal sales goal, exceed it by 10%. Your online sales have to be at $2,000 for a trip for one, okay? So you've got campaigns 1 through 26 to get online sales of $2,000 and exceed that personal sales goal by 10%, and you'll earn a trip for one to Jamaica. Now, if you want to take somebody with you and you need a trip for two, here's what you need to do. If you exceed that sales goal by 20%, campaigns 1 through 26, 20% increase, your online sales at $3,000 for the entire year, $3,000, then you can earn a trip for two to Jamaica. So how does that sound to everybody?
That sounds better.
It sounds better, doesn't it?
A lot better.
So are we going to have a lot more representatives in Jamaica next year? Everybody's going to be earning the trip? Yes, I love it, Alice. So Alice, are you earning the trip for one or for two?
One would be fine, but I like two, but one is great. I could do it by
Okay.
myself.
You'd have fun, wouldn't you?
Yes.
I think we all would. So what about everybody else? Helen, Tricia, Lucinda, Mindy, Linda, what do you think about the new way to earn Jamaica?
I love
I
it.
think it's awesome.
Good, good. So what do you like better about the new way to earn it?
It gives us an opportunity to build our online sales and not have to have them right this minute, but that we can control the increase of our 10% personally by getting out there and taking orders.
Yes. Go ahead. Is that what you were going to say, Alice? Yes. Okay, great. And Lucinda, did you want to mention anything?
I just think it's all great. I love the new startup with the $30, and I love that you get to choose the gift. I really like that a lot. And whenever I'm trying to recruit, I just put a positive spin on it all. I really love that you get to choose the gift, and it's the flat $30.
Wonderful. It makes
And I love the new incentives too.
Yes, yes. We've got a lot of new incentives. So does anybody have any questions about where to find the new incentives?
No.
Helen says she's trying for 2 to Jamaica, but I will do it for 1 for sure. So she's
Absolutely.
positive she's going to go.
Well, Helen, if you get a trip for 1, you and Alice can go and you guys have a great time, right? So that's going to be great. Well, wonderful. Well, I'm glad you're excited about the new way to earn the Jamaica trip, and hopefully you will all be going and be able to take somebody with you as well. So wonderful. Thank you guys for participating in that. And Tammy, I'm going to turn it over to you. What have you got in store for us?
Well, I have a few good things up my sleeve, I believe. I'm going to share my screen. And don't y'all laugh that I have so many icons on my screen. I know, I'm crazy. Let's see. And we're going to talk about branding yourself, and we're going to end with this. So I'm going to try to move quickly. But I just want to ask you all, do you know how to brand yourself, and what does branding mean in business? Does anyone know?
Maybe just stand out from everybody else.
Absolutely. Be your own self and stand out, Alice. That's great. Anyone else?
Present yourself.
Present yourself. How you present yourself, right? Kathy, you'll have to go to the chat for me.
Something that represents something that you like or that you're good with, and that you want to have relate. When people see that, they know it's you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's sort of like even a first impression. Maybe people don't know you, who personally you are, but maybe it's like a first impression. And one thing, I've really been studying this because this is really how nowadays in social media that we can really be successful in our business. We say a firm handshake or professional attire or your first impression. So today, that's no longer enough in business. The advent of blogs, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, those, everyone being known and contacted almost real time directly, they want to see what you're doing in your everyday life. That's what attracts people to you and your business. So now making an unforgettable first impression in person is no longer the way to establish your brand. Who you are and how you come across really is important to being successful. So our personal brands are in the spotlight every day and everyone to see online. So are you putting your best foot forward? So when you go out there and you look at your Facebook or you look at your Instagram, is that branding you? And how is that branding you? What's that look like? Branding yourself keeps your current in your field and opens doors for you, and also creates a lasting impression on potential and existing clients. So by developing your own brand, you'll have control over initial perception people have of you. So some ways to really brand yourself and be successful. Number one is defining your brand and becoming an expert on what branding yourself is. Okay. So doing some research, maybe Googling what is branding. And I even Googled how to brand yourself on social media. So I got a lot of great information that I want to share with you. And number two is you want to establish a presence. So you're being Googled by your friends or colleagues and potential customers. So make sure your brand content is what people find when they Google your name. So build a basic online presence through your own website or your own blog, okay? So maybe hashtagging your hobbies. If like I'm on the keto diet, so I always research keto on Instagram, and I join keto groups on Facebook. So that is also branding myself. Number three is, how do you generate brand awareness through networking? So you should be connecting with other young professionals and people that are using networking and commenting on their own blogs, and see what they know about what you're interested in. Maybe like, I have a Labradoodle, love my dog. Well, I want to know how I can keep him healthy, or things like that. So maybe following people that have Labradoodles, and following people that own Labradoodles or breed them. So that's how I'm branding myself. It's not just about waving the Avon flag. It's about getting everyone you can to that have the same interest as you do. Another thing is, remember the 3 C's of branding: clarity, consistency, and constancy. So really making sure that you're clear about what you're trying to tell people, and asking questions, and how much you can share on what you're trying to put out there for yourself, and being consistent by maybe using buffer.com or manychats.com. Those are 2 good ones that can keep you consistent and constant on branding yourself and branding your product. And then number 5, and the last one, is get feedback from those who know you best, at work, at home, anywhere, your family, your friends. So start branding yourself, and just ask people what they see when they look at your page, or when they look at some of your posts, maybe on Instagram or Facebook. What do they see, and what do they like, and maybe what do they dislike about it, so you can change it and make it more interesting. So always remember, you want to get the most people to follow you, and you want to follow a lot of people on Instagram. So I'm going to tell you today how to do some of those things. So there's something that's called, and I've got to see your all's faces. Let me go back to this. Hold on a second. So what I've said so far, do you all understand what I'm trying to tell you on how to brand yourself? Yes? Okay. So there's something called an algorithm, and I've really started looking at people in not just Avon, but all over their Facebook pages and their Instagram. So how many people are following them? How many are they following? And what are they doing to brand themselves and their product? So one thing in branding, you should create a quality content focused on sparking conversations between the users. So how do I, on Facebook, get a lot of people to follow me? One thing is, you can like a friend's post, right? Well, to get into their algorithm, which means, you know how you're searching through Facebook and you're just kind of Facebook surfing? Well, that's someone's algorithm. They say that's as tall as the Eiffel Tower. I don't know. That's what someone said today. So how do I get into someone's algorithm where they're surfing the internet, and maybe I haven't talked to my high school friend in 25 years? I'm going to go to that friend's page. I'm not just going to like it. I'm going to love their page, okay? When you love something instead of liking it, then you get in their algorithm. Another thing brings you to the top is when you comment something. So let's say my friend has 3 kids and I didn't know. I'm going to say, hey, Shelly, oh my gosh, I didn't realize you had 3 kids. They're beautiful. Didn't say nothing about Avon. She don't know I'm Avon. It's about just compliment her. So when I do that, I then, because I've loved it and complimented her, I've commented on her page, I'm in her algorithm. So what I have shared on my page, maybe a picture of me with Honey Blossom smiling. This is my favorite perfume. I don't say Avon, but this, or my Dual Elixir look, I look 10 years younger. Then she may come back to me and say, oh my gosh, Tammy Evans, you know, I haven't seen you for 20 years. You look so much younger. What are you doing? That gives me a chance to then say, I'm using Dual Elixir. You should try it too. I'll send you some sample, whatever, okay? But that is how you get in a Facebook algorithm, is when you love it, or you even say an angry face or any of those other faces, and you have to comment. So one thing that a very successful Avon representative is doing that has all online orders and sometimes $800 to $1,000 a campaign is she makes sure every day she comments on 5 to 10 friends or family or friends of family, friends of friends posts and compliments them in some way. It might even be a business page. So how cool is that? So the point is for all this is users will be more likely to see your Facebook posts if their friends and family are commenting on it also. So reaction is you want to use the love instead of the like icon, and you always, number one, to get you on top of their algorithm is a conversation with them. I want to show you something really quick if I can get there. What I did before this call is I went in. Well, first I want to show you Holly. Here's Holly Rivetti Winterraud. She just won the trip for two to Los Cabos. She is one of the ones that really brands herself. And the way she does this is her and her team have photo shoots. And it might just be 4 or 5 people on her team, but they do enough pictures in Avon fashion, Avon jewelry, Avon products. They do enough photos for 2 weeks, and then they schedule those photos to go out every day on Instagram and on Facebook without, she can be at the beach and those products, those pictures are going out every day for her. So her business is working for her while she's not even home. She's still out traveling. So if you can see these pictures, how great they are and how much fun. Look at them smiling. They all 3 won a trip to Los Cabos. In fact, trip for 2. But look at their page. These are the people that were taking the photos. So as you can see, she is always showing the Avon products. And another thing that gets you on the top of someone's algorithm is live videos. Live videos are very important, okay? So another thing I want to show you is my page really quick. I just put this post up as soon as I learned all this 1 hour ago. I have already lost weight on the keto diet and my sugar's better. And it says, always ask a question so people will comment. So I said, how do you feel about the keto? I got, in 1 hour, I've had 29 comments and about 5 likes. So as you can see, it's working. And the great thing is, as you can see, I put love. See my hearts? Because now I'm going to be on Pam Fields, Jennifer French Tracy. I'm going to be on all their pages. I'm going to comment on their pages because they like mine too. And I'm using their name when I answer them. So see, Pam Fields, I have left a message for him. See, that will now show up on her page, our conversation and my question. And people are going to see that. And don't you think that people are going to respond to the keto diet on Pam Fields' page, right? They may start checking out my page. So that's where I want to get that traffic from. Any questions about any of that?
Interesting.
Sounds good? I know. I was so excited. So now I'm going to just real quick tell you about Instagram. The order of photos and videos in your feed will be based on the likelihood you'll be interested in the content, your relationship with the person posting, and the timelines of the post. So 3 factors that determine what you see in your Instagram feed are this. Number 1, we were talking about this. What are your interests? So if you go in and you look at me on Instagram, I hashtag Labradoodle, healthy life, jewelry, skincare, new Avon, things that I love, my family, God first. Those are things that I hashtag, okay? Number 2 is timeliness. So in your algorithm will be recent post. Okay. And then the third thing is relationship. So how many posts have you loved on Instagram of someone else's? Those people, you will start being in their algorithm for Instagram when you love their post, when you double click their post and like it and give them the heart. Okay. So another thing, when users follow more people, your post will increase. So you want to follow as many people as you can, and every picture that you post on Instagram, when you want to hashtag at least 11 hashtags, no less than that, no more than 30. When you hashtag, let's say I put out my Disney picture, I hashtag family, I hashtag memories and Mickey Mouse. Everybody that has hashtag or loves Mickey Mouse will search Mickey Mouse and I will come up and they will search me. So you want to also put hashtags after your picture or after your description on Instagram. So as long as you are creating and engaging and relevant and timely content, the algorithm is actually an advantage to you. So remember those things. That's how we're going to build that online business. Okay. So any questions that you have so far about what I've went over? Because we need to end this call in just a few minutes. No? Okay. So real quick, what does PEV stand for? Does anybody know? No? Well, I made it up, so you probably don't. PEV stands for how can you be successful? You can be successful with parties, events, and live videos. Those are 3 things that if you do that each campaign, each month, plan it out, you will be successful. So parties, events, and live videos. Last but not least, we have a call to action. So what can you do today to start branding yourself? What is it that I said the successful representative is doing to brand herself? Anyone know?
Hashtagging.
Hashtagging's one. What else?
Clarity.
Clarity.
Consistent.
Be consistent. Yep. And Helen says hashtags. There's one big one that I talked about.
Sharing your personal life.
Yes.
I mean, you know.
Instead of liking, what are you going to do to a post?
Love.
Love. And what else are you going to do to a post besides just loving it?
Comment.
Comment. That's the biggest thing. So today, tonight, tomorrow, if you will go out and post on 10 of your friends, family, friends of friends, every day, try that. And let's see how you build your brand by liking and commenting and giving them a compliment on their post, okay? So try these things, and I am so excited that you all have joined us tonight, and we have recorded this call. So if you like the content, you liked everything we've talked about, definitely go out and talk to your team and tell them what you've learned. And if you have any questions, go to your leader or to your coach. We would love to teach you these new things. And we will be doing these calls once a month. And it is the first Tuesday of each month. We just changed it this time because I was actually on vacation last week. So Kathy, our next call.
I was just going to say, Tammy, this was a great call. I love the participation. I love the commenting. I love the excitement, the questions. I loved all of it. So thank you guys for participating and really getting a lot out of this call.
Absolutely. And our next call is May the 7th at 8:30. I hope that works for everybody. Please share that. And we love, like Kathy said, your participation, and we hope you learned something tonight that you didn't know before. And we always have great surprises at the end of our call, just like tonight, and great information. So you all have a great evening, and go out and brand yourself. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.